to my channel, and thanks for watching. So today's video is going to be 2 tutorials that I have for you. Of course, behind me are these topiaries. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw that I recently posted a picture of this topiary on this table. And this video is going to show you how I made both of them. All the products I use on the topiary are from the Dollar Tree. The table, not so much. I got both of the tables from Ikea. They're the lax side tables. They were on sale for $8.99. I don't know if that was the sale price, but that's how much I paid for them. And as always, make sure you subscribe. Give me a big thumbs up. I would love to get to 50 likes. And make sure you hit that bell so you get those notifications every time I come on with a video. So, let me stop talking and let's get to the video.
First, you're going to pick up 2 glass bowls from the Dollar Tree in the floral section. Then you're going to get 4 balls from the toy section. They're the squishy ones. That way you can poke a hole in them. Make sure you can squeeze them. The next, you're going to get some spray paint. This is white gloss spray paint from Walmart. Then you're going to pick up Floral Moss, not reindeer moss. These round dowels I got from Walmart for 88 cents. Then the first thing that I did was spray paint the glass bowls with that white spray paint. I did 2 coats on that because I wanted to make sure that they were white, and I just turned them over to get the inside white as well. Just start putting the floral moss onto your balls, and all you're going to do is use a hot glue gun and just randomly put the moss all around the ball so it's covered up. I would recommend, after doing this, I would recommend painting the balls maybe like a green color, because I had some spots where you could still see the balls, and the balls were of course vibrant colors, so I tried to cover it up as much as I possibly could. They still came out really good, but in the future I would paint the balls green, just with like a acrylic paint that you can get from Walmart for like 50 cents. Then once you have most of your ball completely covered, what I did is I kind of patted it down by just balling it up like you would if you were making a hamburger. That's the best analogy I can say for this. But there you have that floral moss right there. Go ahead and poke a hole into both of the balls. You're going to start off with the small one first. Put a hole in it and then put that wood dowel inside of it, and you're going to push it all the way through until you can feel it at the top there. You're not going to push it all the way through, just till it gets to the top. And then you're going to take the large ball and poke a hole through that. I tried to poke a hole all the way through because the big balls, you're going to have to get all the way through the dowel. And you're just going to push that dowel all the way through. My moss came out, so I had to go back and get the hot glue gun and put more on there and just cover that up. But it wasn't a problem, it was fairly easy. And now I'm just going to arrange my topiary together. My glass bowls that are done, they're completely white. So for this, you're going to need your Spanish moss. Then you're going to need some rocks to put in there. And then the next thing you'll need is some styrofoam balls. So what you do is put the Spanish moss inside of your bowl and then put the styrofoam ball in the middle of it. You're going to want to make sure that you pull the Spanish moss up kind of over the styrofoam ball so that you can cover it. Even though you're going to put the rocks on top of it, you still want to be able to see the moss and not the styrofoam ball. And then the next step you're going to do is put your hot glue on the bottom of that dowel and then stick it inside of the styrofoam ball. Make sure you just stick it through really quickly. It doesn't have to be that quick, but quick enough to where the hot glue doesn't get stuck to the top, but will get stuck inside of the styrofoam ball. Once you put it in there, it's pretty much stuck and it'll stay and it won't move. And then after that, you just arrange the Spanish moss how you want it to stick out a little bit more. I pulled it out more so I could lay it down and then started to put my rocks on top. And then you're just going to put your rocks inside of those glass bowls. It doesn't matter how you do it, how much you do it. I used about a half of the bag for both of my topiaries, but there's no rhyme or reason to it. And there you have those finished topiaries, and I absolutely love them. I think they look great and so real. Moving on to the Ikea lac table hack. So what you're going to need is 4 Ikea lac tables. You're going to need your E6000, some heavy duty glue. Next thing you'll need to get is contact paper. I picked this up from Amazon. It was $6.99 and I really love the marble look of it. So then the first thing you're going to do, of course, is put the lac table together. Since I bought 4, you're just going to have to put 2 together because the other 2 you're just going to use the table and not the legs. And then once you put that together, you just measure out your contact paper on there. I recommend using an X-Acto knife to cut this because I was just using a regular pair of craft scissors that I've had for years, so they were kind of dull. And I mean, I got the cut that I was looking for. It was straight enough, but I would recommend getting the products that you need to make sure that not only it cuts straight and looks good, but also to smooth this out. I mean, I used my hand and it was still fine, but I still ended up with some air bubbles in them. So just make sure that you're paying attention to what you're doing with this step so that it looks good, because once it sticks on there, when you pull it up, it kind of gets a little warped and you don't want that. So if you have somebody else that can help you, that would be great, but it was just me. Here is when I realized that the piece that I bought from Amazon was not enough, and I ended up having to purchase another one from Amazon and had to wait a couple of days. So now that I finally have the second piece from Amazon, I went ahead and just started putting it on the table. You can line it up so it looks flush against the table. Amazon does give you an option to buy a larger piece, so I probably will do that next time so I don't have to do this step, but it wasn't that difficult after I got the hang of it. But you just kind of line it up to where the marble looks, and you just smooth it on out, and that's exactly what I did for both these tables. Then the next step, what I'm going to do is put the other lac table on the bottom. I'm not going to put any marble on it, but what I'm doing is putting that E6000 as well as hot glue on the bottom of the legs, so that way I know that it'll stick and stay to this top part of the table. And what I'm doing here is just making sure it all lines up with the legs and the tabletop, so that way when I flip it over, it has a little bit more weight and will stick and not go anywhere. Super easy just to flip it over and I really love how this turned out. I love how I accidentally had more marble contact paper to pull to the front of it, and it just looks really good, like a real marble table. There you have those finished projects. I really hope you enjoyed this, guys, and hope you get some inspiration and make it yourself. Please subscribe, make sure you like the video, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.